Welcome back to Chasing News. I'm your host, Bill Spady, and now a story from Diana Blass about what I'm calling the perils of recycling.
You see them all throughout New York City, digging through trash with big plastic bags, all for this. Bottles and cans that get them 5 cents a pop when redeemed. But residents say this treasure is theirs.
It's ridiculous. All those cans come from mostly private homes. It's terrible. Leave my garbage alone.
Carrie McCarthy lives in Bay Ridge, Brooklyn, where she says canners are trespassing onto private property, taking what they can and leaving an eyesore behind.
I've confronted them over and over. I almost watch my garbage once I put it out.
Residents have become crazed because each time there's a mess, the Department of Sanitation hits them with a $100 fine. How much are the summonses that you get?
They're about $100. And if you don't pay it on time, they go to $300.
How many have you gotten?
I've gotten 3, 4 summonses.
The de Blasio administration vowed to crack down on canners last year, but only large-scale collections. The Department of Sanitation tells me that it's only illegal when canners use vehicles to transport their findings.
I blame de Blasio for everything. This city's going downhill.
One New Yorker says it's now time to change that. Liam McCabe is running for city council.
We've got to get the sanitation department involved, and we've got to get the NYPD involved. And look, I think once you begin to enforce it with some fines, just in terms of monitoring the situation or addressing it, even at the community level, would go a long way.
And in case you're wondering how much these canners actually rake in, well, in my previous story, I met canners who say they make as much as $200 a day. For Chasing News, I'm Diana Blass.
Thank you, Diana. What a mess. Who's going to clean this up now? Can't make this stuff up. Listen, we had a big show tonight. The big news is Hurricane Harvey hitting Texas. And there were two things that really came out of the conversation that I took issue with. One was this attack on Texas legislators who had voted against aid in the past. I don't think that is a fair assessment at all. Listen, anytime you're throwing money at the government, somebody's got to stand up and say, maybe we ought to look at how we're prioritizing this money before you vote for it. But that said, obviously our thoughts and prayers are with everyone in Texas. And it seems to me that the government officials made the smart decision to keep people in place. Don't forget some of the things that we talked about tonight about how many people die in evacuations on the roadways. Either way, we got a storm coming our way, so we want everyone to stay safe. Our thoughts and prayers are with all the first responders from our area that went to Texas to help. I'll see you tomorrow night for another Chasing News.